Beneath the blue that pretends to be endless, beneath the ordinary hush of daylight, and the measured breathing of the seasons, there lies a silence older than the first dawn. It is not the silence of sleep, nor the polite quiet of a well-kept temple. It is the silence of origins, the pause between creation and recognition, a hush in which the memory of forgotten gods still trembles like a secret vein of fire. Running through stone, I walk beneath this sky, as if the wind itself were a corridor, as if the clouds were doors that might open if I dared to knock. The air tastes of salt and dust, the perfume of time before names. Every grain of sand, every leaf still wet with dew, is a syllable of a language that once summoned lightning to dance, and oceans to rise like wild horses. Who were they, these vanished deities? These architects of dawn? The world speaks of them only in riddles. A streak of gold in the evening, a bird that sings the same note as a distant star's vibration, a sudden warmth in the marrow when no sun is near. They are not dead, for death requires witnesses. They are only hidden, folded into the vast garment of sky, woven into constellations that refuse to reveal their names. Sometimes in the hush before rain, I feel their breath. It moves through the branches, through my own pulse. It reminds me that every heartbeat is a borrowed thunder, that the rhythm inside my chest is the echo of an older drum. The forgotten gods are not gone. They are the marrow of storms, the whisper in a hawk's descent, the shimmer of heat above a desert road. There was an age when mountains were altars, rivers were prayers, spoken in silver tongues. The people knew the sky as a living scripture, reading prophecy in the slow drift of clouds, in the sudden flare of meteors. They built no walls to contain their faith, for the world itself was the temple. But memory is a fragile vessel. A single lifetime can shatter it. Empires rise, names fade, and the gods, proud, luminous, slip into the deep pockets of the heavens, waiting for the ache of remembrance. I imagine them wandering still, cloaked in auroras, their voices the long cries of whales, echoing through black water. They walk through dreams, like travelers through mist, touching our sleeping brows with fingers of starlight. We wake with a sudden certainty we cannot explain, a hunger for the infinite, a longing for the unpronounceable. It is their gift, this yearning that keeps us awake at the edge of the known. What is a god but memory, shaped by awe? What is memory but a god? Learning to breathe again, I have seen the proof. In a child's eyes at first snowfall, in a lover's gasp beneath a meteor's arc, in the hush that falls on a crowd, when a singer reaches the impossible note. There, for a moment, the forgotten gods are near, and the sky bends low to hide its trembling. Night after night, I lift my face to the wheeling constellations. Each star is an ember of a name I almost remember. Some nights the wind becomes a chorus, carrying syllables of a lost hymn. I repeat them under my breath, a pilgrim of echoes. I do not ask for miracles. I ask only for the strength to listen, to carry the memory forward, like a torch through unending dusk. Perhaps the sky keeps these memories, not to hoard them, but to teach us patience. Perhaps the gods are not waiting to return, but urging us to become what we once revered, the flame that sings in darkness, the hand that creates and forgives, the heart that loves beyond reason. In every act of kindness, in every poem whispered to the wind, a fragment of their radiance escapes. A spark finds its way back into the mortal world. So I walk, and the night stretches like an endless prayer. The moon hangs low, a silver seal on a letter never opened. I imagine the forgotten gods, smiling in their hidden chambers, their memories stitched into the vast sky. I imagine them watching, as we stumble and rise, as we build and break, as we learn to name the unnameable. The stars do not answer, yet their silence is full of meaning. It says, You are the memory you seek. You are the echo of the divine. You are the sky, where the forgotten gods will one day remember themselves.